Welcome back. Apologies there for those issues. We've had the general very first issues kind of thing. I may still have more issues to come because it does look as though the stream is a little bit laggy, but seems to have sorted itself out a little bit. So we'll continue for now, and maybe if we get the chance between qualifying and the race, we may have a look at those settings again. But it looks like it's quite smooth. So let me just organise things here. So anybody in chat, please let me know audio levels and stream, and make sure it's not too choppy, because it does look a little bit jerky there for me, but only when I'm doing stuff. So yeah, actually, it does look very, very, very laggy. So we shall be momentarily back. We'll get all these problems sorted as quick as we can before the race.
It looked good for a second.
It's improved, but it's not ideal, is it? So we'll get that fixed if we can, before the race. So I'll just go back to the start now screen, and we'll be back momentarily. So we are back once again, and hopefully we have issues solved, as we've set the bit rates down a bit, and hopefully the quality gets a little bit improved from what we've got there. But it does look very choppy at the moment, but hopefully it'll give it a minute or so to sort itself out as we come back to the stream. So apologies for these technical issues. We'll try and get that sorted. The quality does look very, very bad, but hopefully it'll just pop and improve itself. Hopefully it's just my stream that's very bad, but fingers crossed. So apologies there. Thank you for the patience. Please let me know, Chief, in the YouTube chat if there are any issues with this quality from your side, because on my side it looks very, very poor. But that could just be my stream, my YouTube. So as things stand at the moment, we've got very little time left in qualifying left. We have Edge, who has managed to put in a 6.8, a fantastic lap time. He's 0.2, 1.5 tenths ahead of, well, 2.5 tenths ahead of Meepo, who's in P2. We've got Loff in P3, Joel with a very good lap in P4, Lavi finishing out the top 5. So looks like these guys have got some real pace, Sonny.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting tight up front, except for Edge maybe. He didn't get a note that we are supposed to stay above 7 seconds on the lap time, but and a quick update on what happened earlier with the crash between Silver and Meepo. As it turns out, Silver has crashed by himself. He hit a wall and bounced back on track, taking out Meepo. So that was unfortunate. It wasn't a collision between two drivers, them like not giving each other space. It was rather unfortunate accident. But actually, as I said, that Wesley was stuck on track for a bit. There were yellow flags in sector 3, and he's actually racing to the line with Joel, so they wanted probably to start a lap simultaneously. I think Joel was about to start his own lap, but I think he abandoned it. So he maybe will try to have a go, but he might run out of time actually, so I don't know what happened there between these two. Joel has plenty of ERS left, and he is P4 right now. Uh, so I don't know what happened there. There are some yellow flags in sector 1.
I think that
Let's
was
check
just.
with Evershanks.
I think that was
Oh,
possibly just a an off track from Edge, but Edge has invalidated his final run. But looks like we're looking good on the stream front. Unfortunately, we are getting some drivers reporting desync issues, which is rearing its ugly head again. So we look to find anybody who's on a lap at the moment. I think Loff coming around in sector 3 at the moment is about to set a time. We've got a
I think he's about to start because actually he has plenty of battery on his.
possibility. So we'll follow on board with Loft for the time being, then see if he can push himself into a higher position there for the first 2 positions, maybe. Yeah, it looks like he is starting the lap. His battery went down a lot
Pushing
there, so
him.
let's have a look. So
Back straight drain him out, so he wants to start the lap with as much top speed as possible. Now on to the second main straight of this track, second DRS zone after the start-finish line, and I didn't have a chance to take a look at his delta, but so far everything looks good. We're gonna check in a bit if he's actually improving his lap time once he enters sector 3. We have sector yellow flag in sector 3. Hopefully no issues for Love on last lap because the session is about to run out, but a bit too tight on the inside for my liking, but quite a good exit. Last few corners to go. I think we are seeing some desync issues. Hopefully this will not influence his lap time. There is still some time to be gained for him and to jump into front row. And I think he ran out of time. I think he actually was going over his lap, but I think he crossed the line too late.
it's a possibility, yes, because we have got qualifying over there, so he didn't get to set a time there. But yeah, not to worry with qualifying over. We've got Edge on pole. Congratulations to him. He set a fantastic time there. Just for the viewers as well, we've got a dry start to the race, and we'll be finishing with heavy rain. So that's going to change a lot of people's strategy. And some of these guys in the back, especially people like Schnell, Boosted Quick, who are at the front of the back, they're going to be able to start on the mediums. It would ordinarily be quite an easy soft medium this track, I believe, and um, they could start on the mediums and then get those mediums to the rain and then go for intermediates possibly, and that could give them a huge advantage, whereas the guys on the softs will have to pit early to get rid of the softs, go onto the mediums, and then pit again to go onto the intermediates if it rains very heavily.
I think it really depends when does the rain start, because it might start at the point in which softs are good enough, because softs can, I mean, it's of course optimal to pit quite early onto the softs, but you can extend the stint. So this is always an option to go start on softs even if you're outside top 10.
Eagle has
And
left the
just
session unfortunately there, so looks like we're having a few desync issues, people dropping in connections, things like that kind of thing. We'll just have to try and muddle through as best we can for the moment. So hopefully we can get all this. I mean, we've got the stream sorted, so that's one thing. Kind of.
yes, stream looking good now for me. So hopefully no other drivers with the connection issues or anything. We are about to start in just a few seconds.
Yeah, fingers crossed that these issues don't really cause many issues. So in spectator mode, I mean that was the idea all along. I'm not sure why it's telling me that, but let's have a look then at the tyre situation. So front 13 all starting on soft. So Schnell, Boosted and Quirk all decided not to go for the mediums. Only 3 drivers have gone for the mediums. That's Magnussen on the keyboard. Amazing that he does that. Wesley, and Darrow 5G. So those three guys, I think, are in a. If they can keep it safe and get those tyres to last till the rain, then they could be in with a real shout of gaining a lot of positions here because of that. So we've got a disqualification from the session from Silver, 1987. I don't know what happened there, but there's three cars at the back of the grid there that are all going very slowly. I'm not sure what's going on there. Some desync issues rearing their head at the moment. I think these guys have come off the line because they could all be very, very desynced kind of thing because they're really
It looks
far off the
like
back.
Edward is there with the desync because Darrow actually overtook him. Then you have also Larson overtake that Ferrari, and you have Eagle Ghost, but he's the AI driver.
Yeah.
He had some connection issues, so hopefully they will catch up the grid soon. We have also Schnelle Henke leaving some room. Hopefully that's not a connection issue as well. Okay, we have front of the grid slowing down a little bit because I think they expected that with the grid punching up in the back, I think the leaders realized that they can't join the lobby too early. We had actually Loff and Nebletic maybe colliding, so they also got disqualified from the formation lap. But we are about to kick off the race. I think the drivers are lining up, so take it away.
Yeah, we had some major issues there. So let me just see if I can get this all sorted. So very bad camera angles here. We've got the strategies there showing up. I think they're totally wrong in my personal opinion. So we'll just get rid of all of this stuff here. I just want rid of that. And see if we can get on board with Edge for the start. Very bad camera angles here. Very, very bad camera angles. Give me a good camera angle, please. Still got no light. So yeah, these desync issues causing some real problems by the looks of things because we've got people stuck on the grid for a long time here.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. If you actually look at Meepo's, it's porpoising, so this is a modern trend. But he's stationary.
I've got a slightly better camera angle, still got no lights, so wonder how long this is going to take to sort this thing. I get the feeling that this is basically we're waiting for the desynced cars to catch up with things. And I wonder if that ever happens at this stage. I think the guys were stuck at the back for a long time, so maybe we've just got to be a little bit patient here for the lights to start. But it doesn't look good for the time being. If any engineers are in the chat, can let us know if the race actually started and it's me that's desynced. Otherwise, we may have to restart the race with the grid as it is. So let's just take a very quick screenshot as well of the grid.
Might want to do that just in case, but
yeah, it looks as though yeah, as Thor says, this is interesting. It certainly isn't at this stage. I've always broke some of the kind of work.
Yeah, I think some drivers in the chat complaining that it might be caused with the car, Eagles Ghost car, who joined late in the quali, but he just left, and I see still other drivers with the going throughout the grid, with some of them being ghosted, and I would assume it's the desync, with actually, which is the case for majority of the drivers.
I think we may have to restart this lobby and take Cody's advice and restart it with formation lap off because the formation lap seems to cause some issues with desyncs and things like that kind of thing. So we shall go to starting now and just play you some lovely music. Seems like the host is desynced, as Thor was saying. So yeah, we'll go to starting now and we'll fix this, restart the lobby with the current grid, take off formation lap. One driver left to load. Will we give them the chance to do that? Eagle host has joined. Maybe this will cause the race to start. But even if it does, I'm wondering now at this stage whether or not the desync issues are going to be such a problem that it's going to ruin the race anyway. So we might be better off restarting the race. We shall wait for Ocean Chief's guidance on that and whether or not we're going to restart the race because at the moment doesn't need to be yeah, band-aid fix like Cody says. I think we might be the way to go. Yeah, I think we're going to have to restart the lobby because it doesn't seem to be starting at all. So we shall go to starting soon, and we shall be back momentarily. We apologise a lot for these delays and issues, but first race of the season after a patch can always happen. So bear with us. We'll get this fixed as quick as we can.
Life's a race, but I'm on
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, we are back. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, thank you, Biggles, for the intro. That is courtesy of your man, Mr. Chief. So please thank him for the awesome intro music and video. Which, yeah, hopefully we can get over the first hurdle, which is all of these issues and problems. First of all, this black loading screen. See if we can get past this.
Oh, apologies.
That's all right. Happens to the best of us. But yeah, hopefully we can get past this black loading screen, but we are looking to get this going once more after some desync issues. This intro I love a little bit less, this black loading screen with the please wait, but thank you guys for your patience with dealing with these issues. I know this isn't what we all came for, but this is what we have to deal with sometimes when you have companies like EA and Cody's involved in the multiplayer systems.
Yeah, what an advertisement for their products, right?
Yeah, I mean, they might care if people liked, shared, and subscribed, I think, but we are in. Boosted Mess has left the session.
We are joining in.
So Boosted Mess did not manage to load, unfortunately. Could that be his race over? We do not know. We start in 15 seconds. So let's see what happens here. This is a very, very strange one.
I'm getting already reports of some rebels disconnected. Hopefully it's just one guy. Apparently Boosted Mess.
That's unfortunate for Boosted if it is just him, because if it is only him, I'm afraid we can't stop. But we have got lights on the grid at the moment, but I have no sound.
Likewise, I can't even adjust the settings, and apparently we are
racing already. So Edge is getting a great getaway there and gets into turn one ahead of Meepo, who gets attacked by Loff, and they're going side by side. There's contact there, wheel by wheel. So we've got a very, very abrupt start of the race here, and Edge has disappeared with the lead as Loff and Meepo are fighting side by side as we come down into turn four. The Alpine on the inside here. Is he going to get this done? It looks as though they're battling hard. Loft giving no space, but they are showing a bit of respect there. They're going to go side by side into turn 7 now. This is dangerous for them both as we are on board with them. But more wheel banging, more wheel banging. This is fantastic racing for them both. Very respectful, but it looks like Meepo gets ahead there as we've got a virtual safety car. So had to give it up essentially.
I think there are some issues. We have cars parked on track. I think this is a bit confusing because we had Querca actually who parked his car on track. I don't know what is he doing.
Yeah, there's some major desync issues here going on at the back. We've got Larson and Yoda without a wing entirely. Boosted without a wing entirely as well. There was a Mercedes there without a wing entirely kind of thing. I'm not sure who that is, but some major issues at the back of the grid there. No idea what's going on. This is desync hell by the looks of things. So let's get the track map up and see what's going on there. But we've got Yoda in the pits. We've got Eagle Ghost in the pits. Jordan is unhappy with Nebletic with that start. But I think, we have got some major issues with some desyncs here. So an exciting start. This is unraceable. They can't see each other, says Shaka. More desync. Throwback radio broadcast. More desync. Oh my god. Could this be?
Yeah, I'm actually in talks with the admin stewards of our league, so hopefully they are looking into what can be done to mitigate the damage. Meanwhile, we need to deal with what we have for now, and hopefully the leaderboard will refresh, because for now I'm not quite sure who is actually leading the race. Edge by the seams of it.
I think Edge. I think the top 2, 3, 4 are maybe okay. Maybe Nebletic is not where he's supposed to be, but I think yeah, it's. I have to say I disagree with Shaka's opinion there on the only way to race this would be to disable contact and let them go through each other. To me, that's not racing.
So we should race like in Trackmania, right?
Yeah.
That would be. We might as well do time trial.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. That's not a race. You're not defending the inside and things. But we've got another yellow flag there in sector 1. We've got a Ferrari around.
Joel battling with Levi Fasol. Actually, Joel coming out of top of this battle, but let's see if Levy is trying to follow him. I mean, we should have DRS enabled in just a second.
Yeah, that will be, but I mean, you won't be able to get it on the first lap because I think the detection zone is for 2 DRS zones. No, it's not. Sorry,
No,
it's a lie.
there are 2 detection zones, but Lavi Fasol, it looks like he's a bit slower in the corners. He has a problem with the corner entries, so you can clearly see the understeer on his car compared to Joel at least. But let's see if his straight line speed better to capitalize on this. But look like the dirty air was not merciful for him, and he is boosting right now. He has DRS. It's been enabled this lap actually because this was the 4th lap. I mean the 3rd lap already. He's trying to spend some battery to catch up to Joel, but Joel is draining his battery as well. I think he wants to get closer to Nebletic to get the DRS of his own, and the gap is there. Joel is quite close, and I think that DRS, since he's out of battery, Lavi Fasol will want to claim this position back, and Joel will need some slipstream or DRS to defend that. I think it's, by the looks of it, this is probably the closest battle on the track that we have, since the grid is a bit spread out with the.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Eagle
issues
and
that we have.
Silver going side by side, but whether or not they know they're side by side, I don't think they do because they're in each other's side pods at the moment. So I don't think they had no idea they were there. So this is an example of this desync issue that we're seeing, and like some idiot says in the chat, it is like they copy and pasted the desync code from 5 months ago. So when this game first came out, we had major issues with this, and it seemed to have solved itself and fixed itself, kind of thing. And it seems like they've just brought it back. At the moment, boosted, ghosted entirely, kind of thing, is very
So
close to it as well.
I just heard a word from our stewards and admins of the league. Apparently, we will need to cancel the race because.
Yeah, I thought that might come.
Unfortunately, apologies to the viewers. We need to excuse you and thank you for trying to spend the afternoon with us and watch some league racing of F1. But I need to quote someone actually to sum it up. There is an admin of our league that wants to send the message to everyone watching, and the message is "fuck Codemasters." I mean, apparently, guys, if you're watching this, fix your damn game. This bug was here for a while.
Yeah.
we can only put so many words. I mean, we can pretend that it's not happening.
I mean, we are 3 months away from 3-4 months away from the next game being released, and they haven't fixed this one. So it is extremely disappointing. Extremely disappointing. So we'll cancel this race, and that could mean bad news for Tier 1 race this week as well. But hopefully not. Hopefully we can get a new patch or a hot fix or something like that kind of thing. But apologies, essentially apologies to everybody who's come and tuned in to watch and come to race as well. This is not what we want to see. But we shall leave it there and end the stream. But thank you guys for your patience trying to get these issues sorted. And hopefully we'll be back stronger next week with a fix.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's not sugarcoat it.
But yeah, take care everybody, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for your time.